Hi there, welcome back to another devlog on my car project. Originally this was meant to be a devlog about the new car collisions, however that didn't go as planned. So my biggest problem was introducing collisions to my skeletal mesh. Everything I tried just created more problems and I eventually ended up not liking the way the car felt in the end. Therefore, I'm going to be recreating my car's physics again. So welcome back to another devlog. So this time, I'm going to try and make the car as physics based as possible. Instead of just adding rotation to the car's route, I'm going to add force to the wheels, which in turn will affect the car in a realistic way. Using physics also means that my collisions will work as designed. My previous problem was that I was trying to manufacture the car in a way that wasn't physics based. This felt too synthetic and not appealing for the end user. I'm hoping adding more physics forces should make a more realistic car feeling. My new method will apply 3 forces to the car's wheels: suspension, acceleration and slip. I've already explained the suspension and acceleration, but the slip force is the one that brings it all together. Essentially, the slip factor is the friction of the tyres. It stops the car from feeling like it is on an ice rink and sliding around like a drift car. We can control how the car grips with a float curve. We can also limit the amount of oversteer and understeer. Oversteer is when the car loses traction at the rear, causing it to steer more than the inputted amount and steer tighter. Whereas understeer is when the car hasn't got enough grip or traction and doesn't turn enough. We can see how these forces are acting on the car by the debug lines. The green is the suspension, the blue is the acceleration and the red is the slip force. This is the basic workings of my new car physics. So now we have set up our new driving forces, it's time to utilise them. As I said before, we can create a float curve to control the traction we give to the car at different times. This curve has 2 axes, both of them between 0 and 1. We can then input a normalised dot product number, which will then return another normalised slip force number depending on the cross section. If we want a drift car, we can lower the slip force even at higher dot products, or if we want a grippy F1 car, we can use a higher slip force at a higher dot product. Using the car's normalised dot product, we can measure the magnitude of speed the car is moving sideways, then apply our slip force against this. We can see from these differentiating slip forces that when the car is travelling sideways, a low slip force is more forgiving and realistic as the car cannot gain traction that fast. So since collisions were meant to be the main focus of this devlog, I'll now be moving this to the next one. I'm happy I spent a bit more time making the car feel more realistic, as I'm sure this will have a better effect in the long run. As always, I'll be working on this game in the coming weeks and release another update once I've made good progress. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date with these devlogs, and feel free to put some suggestions in the comments. Thanks for watching.